Hi guys, May the 4th be with us. I know it's not May 4th, it's like May, what are we on right now? May 20th? May 20th, of course it is! It's the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, the greatest Star Wars film of all time. Thumbnail. There we go. Empire Strikes Back, either love it or love it. There's no hate for Star Wars. Well, there is for the newer films. I mean, like I said, I've said this all the time. I love what Disney has done. They've expanded the universe. Either love it or hate it. They've done the franchise proud, right? But Empire Strikes Back, nothing will beat the Empire Strikes Back. Not even the Mandalorian beats the Empire Strikes Back. So today is the 40th anniversary of the UK release of The Empire Strikes Back, the greatest Star Wars film of all time. Star Wars Episode 5, or back then, Star Wars number 2. Because obviously back then you never knew they were going to do 24 fucking installments. Irvin Kershner took over the reins of George Lucas this time round. 1980, I mean, Star Wars in the 80s, we had obviously this, and we had Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi obviously finished, closed the doors on the trilogy, closed the doors on the Star Wars franchise completely, even though obviously Mark Hamill has said, obviously there was plans for Luke Skywalker to come back as some Obi-Wan Kenobi type character. He did in the Disney installments, not graciously, but it was good seeing the old man back, basically. So, pardon me. So we're here to talk about Empire Strikes Back. Now, Empire Strikes Back for me, I never saw Empire Strikes Back in Empire Strikes Back until my grandpapa on Christmas 1997. They bought me the 20th anniversary gold VHS box set, and I think I've still got it actually. I've still got it. I don't have it like up and about, but you know what? When I move into my new flat, hopefully very, very soon, please. I'm gonna have my man cave up and running. I'm gonna have that on display because it was a beautiful trilogy box set, and I mean, like, I've got the Blu-rays, but it's just so much nostalgia in that box set. So I never saw Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi until that box set. I only saw Star Wars: A New Hope, but when I saw it, it was the old video cassette tape. It was the old VHS, and it was just called Star Wars. There was no A New Hope, it was just Star Wars. And I remember seeing the same videotapes for Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, but I don't know why I never got them. I just never got them. I only had Star Wars. And yes, it is Star Wars, not Episode 4, it's Star Wars. I loved Star Wars. Star Wars was one of the greatest films growing up. I mean, I loved film since I was a wee boy. I mean, fair enough, the only films I ever got to see when I was younger was the Disney films, and I had the complete box set. Every Disney film you could get, I had them all. It was beautiful, it was brilliant. And then obviously I started to get a wee bit older, a little bit wiser. I mean, no, but I saw Star Wars. I loved Star Wars, and then I kind of thought that was it. And then I saw other videos, and I was like, that looks like because it wasn't called Star Wars, it was just called Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. So I was always like, it's Star Wars, but I don't know. And then December 1997, Christmas 1997, my grandpapa got me the 20th anniversary gold box set of Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And I think possibly, don't quote me, was when they started calling them Episode 4, 5, and 6. I'm not sure. I need to look at it again actually. I think that's when I think when about then is when they started to be like, right, we're going to do Star Wars again. I don't know actually. Because I would have been actually, because Phantom Menace was 99, sorry. So, possibly. So, I think they did change things because because I feel as though, I wish I'd kept the original Star Wars video, because I feel as though that's when, it was actually, because it was the 20th anniversary, so they started to change things, like put Jabba the Hutt in the place of the wee fat guy from the original video. It was actually, I wish I kept the original video, because that was the original wee fat guy. I was like, who the fuck's this wee fat guy? Well, I didn't think that, I was about, like, I think I was about 4 or 5 years old, something like that. But anyway, Empire Strikes Back. So I mean, I keep going on to this. So Empire Strikes Back is when, so December 1997 was when I finally saw Star Wars 2 and Star Wars 3. Empire Strikes Back blew me away. I don't know why, it just blew me away. I loved it. The big snow battle at the start with the AT-ATs was so cool. It still stands to this day. It still looks beautiful 40 years later. You finally had like a proper good versus evil lightsaber match between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, with Darth Vader telling Luke that, yep, I'm your father. Luke being like, nope, nope, nope. And I remember being I'd have been 6 years old then. I'd been just turning 7 years old on January 1998. So I remember being 6 years old, watching it and being like, what? He's a dad? What the what? It was so, oh my god, mental moment. We get introduced to Yoda. Obi-Wan obviously said, go to the Dagobah system, go to Yoda, get trained up. Yoda was like, who the fuck's this boy? He's just a cocky young boy, thinks he can shoo. Piss off, you don't know what you're talking about. It was just such a great film. It was an introduction into the larger scale of Star Wars, a larger fandom of like what's actually out there beyond just A New Hope, what's beyond just Star Wars. We get the introduction to was the Emperor in Empire Strikes Back? Aye, the Emperor. What was the Emperor? Oh fuck, I don't actually know. I think the Emperor was in Empire Strikes Back. I think in full form. He was, wasn't he? I forgot actually. The greatest Star Wars film of all time, Empire Strikes Back, and I've just literally forgot if the Emperor was even in it. He wasn't actually. He was in it. Aye, I think he was in it. It was just such a great. I love Empire Strikes Back. I love how Luke Skywalker. Oh, Boba Fett, Cloud City, Lando, Han Solo getting frozen. Harrison Ford obviously coming out and saying like he genuinely wanted to die, and the reason why they froze him is because they thought they don't want to kill him, but it's the only way Harrison Ford can then be like, I'm done with Star Wars, done deal, kill me off. He's an ungrateful son of a bitch, and he really is so ungrateful. Yeah, he comes back for Indiana Jones 19, but you know, hey ho. Obviously we get the introduction of Boba Fett, the bounty hunter. He's badass. But when you look at him now, I mean, like, everyone's got this big kind of like, oh, he's such a great, cool guy, brilliant. He doesn't do much. In Empire Strikes Back, he does nothing really. He captures Harrison Ford, Han Solo, takes him to Jabba. He's then in Return of the Jedi for like, I don't know, fucking 10 minutes. He doesn't actually do much. So you're kind of like, this character that's so widely loved does pretty much fuck all. But it's, I don't know what it is. Like I said, the Empire Strikes Back is a different ballgame. It's a bigger, larger scope, larger scale of Star Wars. Like George Lucas laid the foundation in Star Wars, and Irvin Kershner came in and was just like, right, it's kind of like what Rian Johnson done with The Last Jedi. He took what JJ had made, and he's like, right, I'm going to do it my way, I'm going to do my thing. And for better or for worse, it worked, it didn't work. I liked it. I look at it as the Empire Strikes Back of the sequel trilogy. I loved it. I thought it was really good, but there is some faults with The Last Jedi. Because I think Johnson came in and took too much out of what JJ had done. But then again, there was no plan for 8 and 9. It was just a slight wee kind of concept of like, what should we do next, but not a big thing. Empire Strikes Back got planned two ways. If Star Wars was a success, Empire Strikes Back happened. If Star Wars wasn't a success, a smaller scale, smaller budget Star Wars happened. And I can't remember what the script. There's a story. It's a proper story. I think it got made into a book or a comic book. I can't remember what the story was called again. But it was basically Luke, Leia, and Darth Vader on a planet. I think was it Luke and Leia. I think Leia. It was a smaller scale story. I remember reading like the synopsis of it. It was like pretty good story actually, but it's not a Star Wars movie. It's a more of a kind of side kind of book, like even to fill in the gap between Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back. But anyway, Empire Strikes Back. The reason why I still don't know why I love it. The only reason I can say I really like properly was like, oh, it's so good, was obviously, Darth Vader saying that, yep, I'm your father, done deal. Luke losing a hand, I thought it was such a ballsy move for like the hero of the film to get his hand chopped off. the hero of the film getting, obviously the other hero of the film getting cryogenically frozen, sorry, by the bad guys. Basically, what I love is the fact that the bad had won, the dark had won, the dark had won of the light. It was so good. It was just the fact that the bad guys won, the good guys lost, like so badly they lost. Like the ball was at the park, it was gone, they couldn't reach it, and the other team was running fucking circles around them. It was such a cool ballsy move to make, especially back then. I mean, it's something that I don't think George Lucas would have done that, but like, I mean, I know he did write the script, so technically he did do it, but it's something different than what you'd expect to happen. It was such a cool film, such a great Star Wars film, such a great sci-fi film. Opened the doors to a wider audience, opened the doors to a wider Star Wars fan base, to a wider Star Wars universe. I mean, from had Cloud City, I mean, like a city in the sky. What? You had like the coolest black man in the galaxy, Lando. Got the hots for Carrie Fisher, got the hots for Leia, and Han Solo's like, well, that's my bird, but really didn't want to say it's his bird, but it was his bird, kind of thing, you know. And then you had it ending with, like I said, the bad guys had won, the good guys had lost miserably, like shit all over, and then it ended with Lando in the Falcon with his wee fucking pal with the bubbly eyes in the fucking mouth, and wearing Han Solo's clothes. So it's like, my best pal, my buddy, who had basically just stabbed him in the back, and then was like, nah, sorry, I'm the good guy now, actually. Stole his clothes, stole his ship, and we found out later on that the ship was, well, we know that the Falcon was his, and he lost it in a game, a gambling game. But it was just the fact that, Han, old buddy, old pal, and then he stabs him in the back and be like, there you go, Darth, there you go, Bubba, have him. And he's like, sorry guys, I'm the good guy again. You're like, what? Like, it's just the greatest Star Wars film of all time. Like, you know what I mean? So, that's literally it. That's all I want to say. It's like, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back is the greatest Star Wars film of all time. Like, hands down. I mean, when you look at my Star Wars t-shirt, I've only ever got Empire Strikes Back t-shirts. I had like a trilogy t-shirt of like Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. But the majority of my Star Wars t-shirts is Empire Strikes Back. Ask anyone who knows me, Empire Strikes Back is the greatest Star Wars film of all time. Because there's bigger battles in Star Wars. You had a proper lightsaber battle with Luke and Darth Vader. I mean, like, he had Luke getting trained up and basically being like, I'm fucked. I can't kill my father. I can't. Well, I didn't know he's his father. I was in Return of the Jedi. But it's just a great film. If you don't know, if you've not seen it, well, spoilers, spoiled now. Pardon me. But yeah, Empire Strikes Back, greatest Star Wars film of all time. And that's me, so yeah. And now I better go talk about my Justice League video. Oh boy, have I got news for you.